Welcome back to Active Sports TV. Like I said, where we keep up with all sports media, Clippers first. And today's episode, we making sure we go ahead and cover our youngsters and make sure they develop properly and see who's going to be the young shining stars, man. Who's going to try to show out and do all that they can to make this roster. If you've seen my last episode of me breaking down the Clippers free agent, it would be the James Harden re-signing with the new additions. Check that video out. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you ain't a subscriber because you only gonna get it, authentic like this, where we do our homework. We a true, authentic Clipper fan, sports fan in general, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep you knowledgeable of what's going on when it comes to different aspects of just sports in general. And like I said, when it comes to this episode, it's about our youngsters, man. It's about clip city. And like I was saying on the last episode, I think I called one. That boy Jordan Miller. Let's just say I told you so. You know what I mean? So just to get down to the mid gritty of what took place yesterday, we had our showdown with the Denver Nuggets, the prior year champions, with Malone over there, Coach Malone, a real good coach. So they gotta have real good scouts to get some real good young players over there. So I wanted to see how our new additions will match up against them, how they would pretty much match up to that Denver hard nose, play 48 minutes, cutting baseline, making sure that they get off. Malone, is summer league, so he's gonna let his team loosen up the reins a little bit. But when you come from culture like such as a pedigree with Coach Malone, you expect to see these young guys bring the best out of our young guys. So I was anxious. We ain't been having no basketball. It's been an off season for all of us. If you're a real Clipper fan, with all of the fiascos and the drama, you ready to just start over. You ready to all right, we done with that. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got and see if we got the what we going into the season with, so we can poke our chests out a little bit. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is react to Jordan Miller at this moment and give him his shine. As I watched the game, I was looking at Cam Chrissy, our rookie, our 46th pick. Seeing and like I said, I watched a few highlights with him coming out of Minnesota. I love his length. He has something about him to me that says future star. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say future star. As long as he's developed properly and groomed by the right veterans, I see Cam Chrissy really being something special for the Clippers later on down the line, as well as our sophomores. First up, Kobe Brown. Always been a fan of him. Even his rookie season, I felt like he was he had an NBA body, and he was his IQ was up there enough to where he can at least get more run in a few games, get about 8 to 9 minutes, a few crucial crunch time minutes, like in the beginning quarters, first quarter, second quarter, just to see what he can do along with PG and Kawhi and Zubac, and just to add some more length and some more girth, pause, you know what I mean, to just us on that in the paint in general. He's also a kind of finesse type guy. Like I say, he's a big three, small four, but don't let that small four fool you. Kobe Brown is very strong. He demonstrated that throughout this game in the summer league against the Nuggets. I loved certain parts of what he did in game. I'll also give you guys the breakdown of the stats and who contributed and how we came away with the dub. Yeah, we trying to win every game. You know what I mean? Go ahead and become summer league champs. You know what I mean? We'll get some bragging rights around here. So we can have some potential to see you guys join the 15-man roster and go ahead and get to the shit. So no further ado, let me go ahead and show you Mr. Miller. Go ahead and ball out, man. It's game time.
And play now with his college roommate from Clemson, Hunter Tyson. Down low, Miller scores. Tyson driving here. Gets it taken away. Good defense by the Clippers. They nearly traveled Jordan.
Gives me Rocco vibes. Like I said, very long arms. I mean, demand respect. You're not going past them. His wingspan is just crazy. And his strength is amazing as well. And the guy is fast reacting. Just his defensive package I seen last year was NBA ready. I'm like, this guy, we end up losing Rocco and a trade and receiving James Harden. And I was like, we got some young pieces that, a lot of Clip Nation was like, hey man, let's see if these guys can do something. But Ty Lue, he has this real strong, culture that he's been putting upon us lately, where he does not play any rookies and does not try to give them any time to burn. It's been so frustrating for us to be Clipper fans and be watching and being Terrence Mann fans to see his development and see how much potential he has, but still, being stunted when it comes to, our coach at times and just what we were doing and how we were going about trying to go and capture this championship. So, to see these young guys in Summer League is like basically seeing them really like for the first time. So, this is good for us, to see who stands out and who potentially going to make the 15-man roster.
Miller does. Miller gets it back, and after he started it, he finishes it. Jordan Miller seemed to call a Denver timeout.
And right here, you talk about your defense leads to offense. Jordan Miller with the no-look dime. And
Nice.
7 on the shot clock. Corner 3.
Didn't bring it down either. A little Klay Thompson. Guys that are second-year players that are calm, cool, collected.
You've been
too cool for school. Strathers and Holmes have set the tone.
3 of 4 from downtown.
Confident.
Miller gets some playing time with the big club this season.
You're going to have to learn to get easy buckets in transition, because guess what? The ball's going to be in Jokic's hand and Murray's hand.
No doubt.
And Strathers done a great job of, and I think Holmes will learn in the NBA, you got to kick it out. You got to generate a 3 off of that offensive rebound.
A little hesitation move by Jordan Miller, who's up to 25 points.
Great job of forcing the switch. The rookie not knowing how to keep him from getting downhill.
Miller's second effort. How about that strong move from the 6'5"?
Being strong. Did you see him? First he took it. 3 dudes in the paint. He the first one off the floor. That's a man trying to make a roster spot. That's a man showing that he went to the lab and done some things when he fell short last year. His offensive game, you can tell he was just like any rookie, hesitant, didn't want to do too much, scared to shoot, didn't want to look bad. Defense was mainly the focus. That's what mainly kept Ty Lue for taking a chance on him and allowing him to show anything, because Ty Lue is offense first. That's been his thing. He caters to the point guards, He like veteran point guards, and that is the culture that he's been established. You have to stand out and be something very significant as a young player to earn minutes, such as Terrence Mann, who had to do 5 to 6 different things to remain, and play all positions on the floor in order for him to earn his spot and solidify himself. And like I said, th- this is what makes this season so fun and so exciting, because it's like we got so many young players who can be potential stars. We have guys that are two-way players, um, you know, point of attack defenders. Excuse me, and is also they can have nice offensive games. Shooting above, you know, 38% from behind the line, efficiency, and at the field around maybe 42% to about 50%. These guys have the potential to produce that if given a chance. And this guy right here, of course, is D leaguers. I may be overhyping it, but this guy's showing he wanted, and I'm excited. And like I said, I called this one. He gives me Rocco vibes, and I believe he deserves a spot on this team, absolutely, as well as Kobe Brown.
Ray J. Dennis whips it in the corner. Miller's just
30
amping
ball.
out. Yeah, how about that?
Left
MVPs and gold medals. And
be ready. Look, wide open. They let him wide open. Like, what the hell?
Miller, he's got 33.
And you would think that Denver would guard him.
He's just been sitting in that corner.
Sitting in that corner and making them pay all night. They were 120 point going away in the second half win.
Look, confident.
Or loss away from being in the Western Conference Finals. You think
that will be the conclusion of the highlights. Just showing you a little bit of Jordan Miller, and what Jordan Miller can do. Getting back to the overall episode and showing you and going to break down what everybody else contributed. As you see, Jordan Miller, with the few highlights that was shown, was on point. He was on fire. If you watch the game entirely like I did, that was what he did from the point A to point Z. He made sure for 48 minutes that he was knocking down them corner threes at will. And also, he was taking no prisoners. He was going straight to the hole, pushing everybody out the way. He wanted every rebound, and that's what we need. That's exactly what we need. With Nico Batum, the answer on our team, that with that veteran, with that same pedigree that this young man potential is showing, that matching that pedigree with his potential is gonna be awesome. That's how I went to say. I swear, I cleaned it up. But yeah, with his pedigree and his potential matching these guys, and as Nico on the way out, he can give him everything that he needs to be successful and to allow Nico to preserve himself throughout the season and be ready for us and fresh enough for him to do what needs to be done when it comes to, that playoff basketball, postseason basketball. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for these young guys that can come and contribute throughout the season and give our veterans some rest. We don't need our veterans playing both sides of the ball for 82 games, going full speed and expecting them to, be able to get through a full playoff, series. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. This is the times that we in this basketball era where it seems like every team is riddled with all type of injuries, and low management is the thing that teams are forced to do at this moment in time. I hate it. I don't like it. But in our case, is totally different. Kawhi been having these issues. He didn't just have it with the Clippers. He had it with the Spurs. He had it with Toronto. So, this is something we signed up for. We already knew him, and this is real. You know what I mean? You know, with these youngsters, that now opens opportunity for you. You know what I mean? With these guys starting to slow down, not being able to play those games, you can step in there and show what you got. And like I said, this guy here, I know on defense he's NBA ready. I know Jordan Miller is definitely, he can stop the best of them in the league right now. I'm not even gonna second guess it. He is going to be a great defender in the league. You will hear his name constantly in the years to come. Now, moving forward, I would like to give you some more of his stats because he not only did he contributed with 36 points, he also contributed with 5 rebounds and also gave us 1 assist. And that's good. Efficiency was amazing. At he shot up, took 18 shots, and made 11 out of 18. That is a great percentage. He would took 10 threes and made 6 of them. That's 60%. I mean 60% from three. Like, come on, man. That's if he can produce that, pretty much his average was crazy. Like, from the field, he shot well over 50%, damn near 60%. And from the 3-point line, he also shot 60%. Now, this is Summer League. This is against, what we would call not pro, not superstar talent. Let me not disrespect because they are pros. This is not against NBA pro talent. But if he can do just a small part of what he did in this game, great things. Along with all the new additions, we got Chris Dunn, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell. Now we got Derrick Jones, Kevin Porter Jr. These guys are great to me. I believe they can complement each other fantastically. And if Jordan Miller happens to be one of those guys that is on the 13th player, the 14th player, 15th player, and someone needs to happen to be low managed, I believe he can fill a void and we not have too much of an absence. As well as Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown, we know last year he had one of these standout, superstar blow up games where, we thought that he was going to be, somewhere that can definitely get into the rotation. Also last year putting up, I believe, 36 points. I believe we have two of the players that have that record, I believe, in Summer League. That's a good for us to have records. I mean, any record that the Clippers can get, we gonna go ahead and take it to the bank. You know what I mean? But that's not where we settling for. It's just a little humor in that. At the end of the day, these guys can be contributors, and I see Kobe Brown, what he contributes tonight to the team, is an all-around a player as such as we already knew. He contributed 13 points as well as 4 rebounds, 3 assists. One thing he needs to work on is his efficiency. He didn't do too well for the field. At 5, he shot 16 shots, made 5 of them. So 5 for 16 from the 3-point line. It was terrible. Kobe, you gotta get that up to par. Last year you was about about 35, 36. Like, we expect you to be around 30, 37, 38. You want to hit the floor, bro. Like, you got to get your your percentages up. because we trying to spread the floor, as well as we know that you're a big body and you can crash the boards and you can create. You also gonna have to be able to shoot and knock down those threes. And it's now really coming between, Kobe Brown and Jordan Miller. So, I'm anxious to see, that battle. We're gonna keep them regardless. At least they can go to the G League, continue to represent us, and keep developing there and then doing what they been doing since last year. To get into our rookie, I love his game as well. Cam Chrissy, he came in. You know, at first he was a gunslinger. He was actually the first one to get our points. He was to knock down the three with his very, very first shot in the NBA. I know that felt good for him. It looked good when coming off him. I mean, it looked like a pro shooting that thing. And I would love to continue to see that. I just want him to become fearless, have more confidence. I mean, it's going to take time. He has it in him. I can see it. We want that eye of the tiger to come out. But his overall game, his defense was amazing. His wingspan was amazing. He had his hands full with the guy from Denver. I'm not too sure his name right now, but that guy was balling. Number 3, he was balling. But he had a tough task and he didn't back down. And he tried to go and match him on the other end. He put up 8 points, 3 rebounds, also 2 assists, and contributed to the dub tonight. So those was my main, focal points. We also got to mention Musa Diabate. He's also been with us he's another sophomore of ours who been in the D League. Injury has really plagued his development. And tonight he does what Musa does. One thing, he is a rebounding machine. He's going to get offensive rebounds. He's going to rebound, and that's really what we've been lacking thereof. But with him, Zubac there, it's not looking like it's really too much room for him at the moment. Also, Kai Jones has been an added addition to the team, and he was also supposed to play in summer league, but I believe he's dealing with an ankle injury, so that left him out. We weren't able to see him, but I'm anxious to see him as well. But we're not gonna hold it. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to conclude this episode. Just letting you guys know pretty much basically what our young players is out here doing, what to look forward to as Clipper fans. It's amazing to be a part of this new wave of Clipper fans coming here and wanting to be a part of this new wave. I mean, we had the 213 era. That era is now over. So now if you're here and you're a Clipper fan, you're a diehard Clipper fan because you really rock with the team. Unless you just Kawhi fan or a James Harden fan, we do have those. These stands and whatnot around here. That's cool. We welcome y'all as well. But it's Clipper first, baby, and we going all the way this time, man. We're gonna make a good addition. We got another episode coming to y'all pretty soon. It is talks that we may be getting Titus Jones from over in Washington, the point guard over there. He also played in Memphis. He's a nice little, complimentary piece to James Harden, I believe. A great backup point guard. So we're going to get into that in the next episode. So if you into Clipper content and you into how I put it together and you like how I did what I did, please just give me a thumbs up and make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Active Sports TV is giving you all the sports content, baby. Y'all have a good night. Over and out. Peace.